Hello truckers and welcome to American Truck Simulator with realistic economy, and the Louisiana DLC has just dropped and we are set to go, right Cindy? Cindy's ready to go. That guy out there is, I'm not sure I know exactly what that guy's doing. Let's not ask questions. We are in Texarkana and we got our first load to Louisiana ready to go. Well, we got to go pick it up. We're going to Natchitoches. We're going there. Natchitoches. Torches? I have no idea how to pronounce that city. Never heard of it myself. But that's where we're going. Of course, we got the Cruising Louisiana event. If we click on that there, these are the 10 cities right here. External contracts, of course. Community goal is 125 million miles, or just a little over 201 million kilometers. To or from all the cities, and the delivery is going to be 100 miles a piece or 161 kilometers, depending how you got it all set up for yourself. As for, if I open events page, no, I don't want to do that. Where does it tell me? Okay, so there we go. The rewards, personal rewards, we'll get ourselves a badge on the World of Trucks achievement page. And the Southern Wings ATS truck paint job. For the community, we will get a Golden South hanging ornament Steam inventory item. And we got until the 8th of February, so you got some time. You'll have some time to get this done. You got about 2 months to do 10 cities. So, Cindy, let's say we get ourselves on the road. And we'll go pick up our load here. Oh yeah, there was an update to the game, so I may have to turn my lights on. Yeah, always drive with your lights on. That way you won't get no penalties. We're all set there. This is right where I left off in the last episode on Sunday, I guess it was. Oh no, sorry, this is not where I left off because I had to teleport here because of the update. Hello, Hellcat, Blue Street Customs, and Melissa? I think that's what I'm going to say your name. I guess I probably got that wrong, but welcome. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Today's Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. I look at my phone to see what day of the week it was. So just a little ways on down the road. Harry P bringing in some money. We should be able to buy ourselves a garage not too far from now. It is 4:30 in the afternoon, and so we'll just drive until it gets dark, rest up, go to morning. We won't do much driving at night, if any, hopefully. How's my fuel doing? My fuel's doing pretty good. It's Milton. Well, hopefully I can remember it's Milton because YouTube has decided to change how your names show up in chat. So it's, yeah, I don't know why YouTube decided to do that, but they must have a reason. So I did have to turn off the coast-to-coast map because that'll probably take a day or two. All depends on how fast he gets something done. He usually gets it done pretty quick, actually. So I may have some drivers not be able to complete loads or find loads because the coast-to-coast map right now is turned off. But we're used to that by now. I don't even know what I'm even delivering. I just picked the first load that was kind of going into Louisiana that wasn't too far. Of course, I wanted it to be over 100 miles so I can get the first city done. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh, I see the cone flashing over there. More Beyond Dreams. Okay. Oh, it's a cistern tanker, so this job may actually pay pretty decently. I didn't even say how much it was even paid. Gently. Well, I mean gently, just, you know, knock it in place. There we go. So short drive, but we are going to get paid like $1,200 for it. What am I hauling, by the way? Ethane. Oh, I didn't see 33,000 pounds, so it's an average load. Nothing too heavy. Alright, let's get on the road. You're on episode 19 of the Realistic Economy series. Well, this technically would be like episode 321, I think. Wait, why was I getting a warning there? What was that warning for, Volvo? Well, we should get this load delivered before it gets dark, so when we get this, once we get this one delivered, we'll probably sleep through the night, and we'll figure out where to go to next. Hello, Miles. Welcome. Looks like we are going to the right. Is it 2 lanes going to the right or just 1? I think it's 2 lanes going. Let's see, need to move over. Alright, 65 for external contracts, max speed. I think you all know that by now. Hello, John. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Saw your picture on Discord. And I think here is the state sign that's going to welcome us to Louisiana. Yeah, welcome to Louisiana. We are officially here. We are officially in Louisiana. If you're wondering how much the Louisiana DLC is going for, I think it was $11.99 US dollars. I just clicked on it quick because I wanted to get right in here and get the stream going. So again, Cruising Louisiana event, you got until the 8th of February to visit or deliver to and from every Louisiana city, all 10 of them. And the deliveries have to be at least 100 miles in length. Wait a minute, am I taking the exit here? I think I am. Boy, get on an interstate, get off an interstate. Get on an interstate, get off an interstate. That's all I'm doing right now. Now, of course, some of these cities we have visited on the coast-to-coast map, so not every city I go into is probably not going to say I discovered it. You got to wait until 7 p.m. for the DLC over there. So for you, that's going to be another hour? Might want maybe restart Steam and maybe it'll show up. Oh, we do got a camera here, so we got a viewpoint that we got to check out, I suppose. So, you know me, we find these now, we're going to go ahead and have ourselves a look. Episode 19 was 4 years ago, so yeah, you got a lot to catch up on. Found your channel last week and have binge watched the episodes while you game an Xbox. Well, welcome to the channel. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. So just getting a view of this. I think, are we in Shreveport? Might be in Shreveport. So any of you that are down south near Louisiana or been to Louisiana a lot, just let us know if it looks, I mean, usually SES is pretty good, make it look like it does in real life, as close as they can. Wow, why are we stalling here? Alright, only 25 miles an hour through town. Come on, turn green. Don't make me come to a full stop. You know how it goes. I'm going to come to a full stop and then the light's going to go bink. Okay, maybe not right away. See if we can time this green light over here a little bit. Yeah, kind of. So we're going to be doing a lot of, I guess we can call them short trips, right? Probably the longest one we'll have will be like 200 miles at most. Traffic seems a little thin going through here. Fine by me. Let's see, speed limit 60. I can get away with 65. That's under 10%. No, ATS is not in 157 beta. 157's been released like 10 days ago? Or at least it was when I recorded last episode, and that was like last Friday I recorded it. So at least a week, I would say. Unless I misread that. Alright, I'll move over. I thought you were going to scooch over, but maybe not. Maybe you're just going to come on and get right back off. Nope, he's moving over. So just another 27 miles to go. So my exit's going to be coming up. I'm going to work my way over here. Don't want to get caught in the left lane when my exit might be coming up. So hopefully we can find one of the barges that are going to help us get across a river or something. A short ferry, if you will. Kind of. I did see a video, but it kind of looked like what we did in Farming Simulator 25 on Riverbend Springs when we went across rivers. That kind of a whole setup. That's what it looked like, anyways. That's the wrong button. That was our Halloween horn. I meant to hit the Jake brake. But still, the horn. Come on, Lowe's. What are you waiting for? So wait, that guy got off the interstate. Is he going to get right back on it? Well, we've all done that before. No idea how to pronounce this city, but we are here. You have all the DLC, and the Reforma mod tells me it's not compatible. Any modded maps are not going to be compatible if you just downloaded the Louisiana DLC. Especially if I haven't updated the map for the 1.57. Ever driven in bad weather conditions in ATS? Many times. But I don't know what you consider like bad weather. Especially when I do the Christmas drive, which we'll probably get in a couple of weeks. Can I see my drop-off location? Cindy, do you see it over there? Because I... Oh, no, I see it already. Yeah, it's the gate. We got it. Well, this would be 1 out of 10 complete. I hope I don't nick that building there. It's going to be close. We're going to miss that building. I'm not even going to bother looking. We missed it. Yeah, that's not bad for the first one of the day. Let's go ahead and decouple. Heavy hail, that kind of stuff. It doesn't really snow in ATS. You need a mod for that. And I don't think there's actually hail in the game either unless you have a mod for that. But yeah, we've done, when I've done Christmas events or when we do the Christmas event and we get up into, I forgot what it's called, Winterland or whatever it is, it can snow there. But if I use the winter mod, which I haven't used since last year because a lot of people don't like it too much, I put on percentage of up to 100% and it snows constantly, but it doesn't affect your driving on the road. It doesn't make the road slick. Alright, so 1 out of 10 done. Hooray. So now we just got to go ahead and get ourselves an external contract. Let's see what we got here. Of course, it's got to go to Louisiana. If we can find one going to Louisiana, that'd be good. Nope, that's in the same town. That's not going to help us out. Okay. Lake Charles, where is that? Oh, that delivery is only 98 miles. That would not count. Although I could go there. I could deliver this. Yes, it's not going to count. But when I take a load out of Lake Charles and we go somewhere, as long as it's over 100 miles, it will count for, because it's delivered to or from. So if I deliver this and then take one out of Lake Charles over 100 miles, let's just say to Baton Rouge, it would be like a 2-for-1 on a trip. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this one. Yeah. Our truck is fine. We can haul just about anything. We're also going to skip through the night as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to set time to 6 a.m. So it should be when I hit enter Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. Oh, did I hit 7? Well, it's 7 a.m. Because I fat fingered a 7, not a 6. But we're good. We do wake up with $153,000 in the bank account. I got 48 miles to go to pick up this delivery. Did not take that into consideration, but so be it. Oh, sorry, it is Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. I was looking at my ETA for picking it up, which is 7 a.m. So, okay, I didn't fat finger a 7. I did put in 6. So I was getting ready to say, it does seem kind of not as bright for 7 a.m. Yeah, we're fine. It's all good. Again, with external contracts, it's done by real time, not by in-game time. So we got plenty of time to get... Oh, I got a green light. Let's try to get this. Get the green light before it changes. Alright, also for those who do like the Wild Roots game that we've been streaming like the past week, I do believe Wild Roots just got released about an hour or so ago. So if you've been waiting for that, I do believe that game was out, and I do believe it's like 15% off or something like that. So it's going out for like, you can buy it for like $15 US, give or take. I know they had a couple of patches to the game overnight, so I don't know how many issues they've addressed in Wild Roots since we played it on Tuesday. Again, when I stream ATS, I'm not going to be able to keep up with chat as fast. I will read the comments every once in a while, but if I keep looking to the other screen, you're going to keep seeing my head turn to look at the other screen to read what you guys are saying. So I don't want to be doing this like constantly, so... but hello, Richard. How am I? I'm doing pretty good for a Thursday. Oh no, we're getting off the exit here. Let's not do that. Yes, I'm one of those drivers today. It's like, yeah, I want to get in the fast lane, but this is your exit. All right, we're gonna merge right back on over here then. Wait a minute. My load is right there, but I'm right here. And I got another 22 miles to go? What kind of a, what? Is there not a way, can I drive to that fence? Probably not. That's kind of weird. You got it for £9.99, it sounds like. Alright, we have arrived, I think, just about. We're going in here, I guess? It's like a gate that opens. Can't wait for ATS to come to consoles. People are saying April, but I don't think I've seen an official announcement of when that is actually happening. Our load is... I see it. It's over there. It's on the other side of the building. That guy did not even flinch. Let's not ram it back in there this time like I did the first, though. Let's take it easy. Hello, Clint. Welcome. Hope you're having a nice Thursday so far. How much does this weigh? 66,000 pounds, so it's... I mean, yeah, it's heavier than average, but it's not heavy, heavy. A little tight getting out of here, though. Can I get around this way? I should be able to. Yeah, we got the room. We're good. So again, this is not going to count when we deliver this, but when we get a load leaving there and go somewhere, we'll knock that city off the list. Hello, Eugene. Welcome. So we'll probably just zigzag for a while. Then, of course, like always, when you get down to like the last couple of cities, you gotta try to find your way to get there. In the beginning, it's easy knocking off the cities because you haven't been anywhere, so you got many choices. We do have some mail, but I'm pretty sure that's just going to be explaining where we can get some special deliveries and transports. Accidents happen. Hurry and call Steven somebody. I hope they're not trying to tell me something. Hello, Bob. Welcome. Hope you're having a nice Thursday so far. And drivers returning when no loads begins. Hurricane damage? Hopefully not in December. I mean, it has happened in December before down south, but... there is a garage just, oh, right there. Right through my driver's side window. Again, we are officially in Louisiana. DLC just dropped a little over an hour ago, give or take. So if you've been waiting for it, it is now available on Steam. Not doing too bad, Bob. Thank you for asking. It's going to be a chilly Thursday where I'm at, though. I would say the real first cold spell happening tonight where I live. Supposed to get down below 0 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. I think they're saying -5 Fahrenheit tonight, somewhere around there. So a little chilly. Where am I? I'm in my truck. That's where I'm at. We're in Louisiana. If you're asking specifically where in Louisiana are we, I'm in a city that I can't pronounce. Oh, we got a yield? Lake Charles, that's where I'm going, so I definitely want to be in this lane. Oh, darn lights. Yep, we're in Louisiana. This load's going to pay us $7.32. Again, we're not going to get paid big bucks for these loads because we're mostly going to be doing about 150 mile, 200 mile trips at most, it seems like. So, short trips. But our drivers will be doing the usual thing. Get me out of the city. Of course, I should be saying that because I think we're going to be to the cities quite a bit today. So yeah, we should be able to afford a garage not too long from now. Of course, I would like to get all these cities done before the Christmas event starts. Which I think the Christmas event really only starts like 5 days maybe before Christmas. And boy, it does feel weird to say Christmas still. I know we're in December, we're talking 20 days, you know, less than 3 weeks to Christmas, but still to me, it seems like Christmas is far off. Look at all the storks in the swamp. That's a lot of storks. Well, that train just it just came out of nowhere. You just checked your profile on Coast to Coast is still on there. Well, the problem you're going to have, and it could create, because the Coast to Coast map, it's going to have Louisiana on there, and if you activate the Louisiana DLC, you got two maps overlapping, so I think when you load into the game, that's when it's going to crash. Because I mean, yeah, when I first thing I did when I logged into ATS after downloading the Louisiana, I went to the mods profile and I deactivated Coast to Coast. Unless, no, because that still wouldn't, that would still be kind of weird if he did that. Did Mantrid, when he updated it for the 1.57, did he eliminate the Louisiana on the Coast to Coast map when he updated that? I did not have a look. That's not something he would usually, that's not something he's never done before. So again, we are in Louisiana. That car better stop. So we're not too far from our delivery point. Yeah, Coast to Coast's been updated for 1.57, but not for the Louisiana DLC, unless he got early access to it and updated it beforehand. Is that the same train I've been following along for like the last couple minutes? we're not going to that part of Lake Charles, but oh, that's the bypass for Lake Charles. We're going to Lake Charles. That's a loan payment. Don't worry, I didn't hit no one. That's our loan payment. Do you want a shift? Thank you. Did I? Oh, I was supposed to go there, then... oh, boy. Well, luckily, it's not... I think I was supposed... it looked like I was supposed to stay on here, but I think the off-ramp went to there. I don't know where that was trying to bring me, but I did miss that turn. Luckily, I only added about 10 miles to the trip. I just want to take you guys over this bridge. That's what I was trying to do. But now we get to do a whole bunch of loop-de-loops. This is a sharp corner. So remember how I picked on someone before about getting off the interstate and getting right back on? Well, I'm doing the same thing, but I just need to head the other direction. How come at night my dashboard lights up very low? Because I have it set that way. Just like in real life, I do not like my dashboard bright at all. I like it just bright enough so I can read it. Oh, come on, why can't... come on. Why are we not, moving at all here? Okay, what's going on here? Okay, it does that once in a while. When I can't get going, if I just reverse a little bit... I think maybe sometimes the game does not understand what gear it's in, even though it showed me what gear it was in. That happens to me every once in a while. Oh, that's too low of a gear. A lot of insurance billboards in Louisiana. Car wreck, have you been injured, hurricane insurance. miles, but 10 minutes to get there. That sounds like city traffic to me. I am bringing this to Evergreen. No cars here. I need every bit of this to get around this corner. So definitely when I pick up my next load leaving here, I definitely needed to be over 100 miles. So I'm just trying to figure out what lane I want to take, because I'm trying to figure out where I need to drop this off at. Security. And looks like we're delivering it right to there. I think I'm installing a roll of cable. I want to say, yeah, cable reel. Weighs about 66,000 pounds. So it's a little fat. How is your navigation screen clear? I'm not using any mods. Could be because I don't know what kind of graphics card you got, but I got a 4080 graphics card. So I play in 4K, I stream in 4K, so if you're watching on a 4K monitor, and you're watching the stream in 4K, maybe that's why it looks clearer than usual. My passengers better looking than yours. Well, you know, looks aren't everything. I have it happen more often in ETS2, especially when pulling low boys. So it could be that the trailer's too low. I just backed, when that does happen, I just back up just put in reverse gear and back up a little bit. And then when I put in forward gear, it's like nothing, there was nothing even going on. What is the Louisiana event look like? Pretty much like every cruising event is. Delivered to or from every city. Deliveries have to be 100 miles in length. That one did not count because I was only 98 miles. But when I deliver out of here, we'll find one that's at least 100 miles. We just can't go to Natchitoches, whatever the city that is, because we've been there. There's one to New Orleans. Where is technically New Orleans is technically there, but that will work. We can. Oh wait, what did I just click on? No, we want that one. Yep, that'll work. 168 miles. Now we just got to go pick it up. And it seems like I'm 35 miles from every pickup I'm doing today. And there's 10 cities in Louisiana. So you got to deliver to and from all 10 cities. Hey, security, how's it going? So I have to try to keep that in mind, like when I'm at a stoplight with like a low trailer, low boy, low whatever you want to call them. I'll raise the suspension next time, see if it's not hung up on something, which I didn't even think of, especially on asphalt. Oh yeah, I didn't mention in Sunday's episode, because I couldn't quite figure out what it meant, they updated the gas stations for the road trips. The road trips are going to be the, what do they call them, the hot shots? So that's going to be updating the gas stations for cars and trucks. Because obviously those will not take diesel, they'll take gas. What kind of Volvo am I driving? It's the 680? Hang on a second. Truck manager, I think it's a 680. Okay, I had the right numbers. It's an 860. The Volvo long nose 860. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that gets that way every once in a while, to where, you know, you just can't move forward no matter what gear you're in. This by doing reverse kind of clears it up. Going in and out of gear will fix it as for you. Well, I'm just glad, well, I don't want to say I'm glad, but I'm just happy it's not just a me problem. Because I thought I was doing something weird. Which I tend to do quite often anyways. Boy, another huge bridge we're going over. Yes, Gary, bringing us in 4,200 bucks. Too many off-ramps right next to one another. I think I want this one. Looks like we're coming up to another viewpoint, though. Where is that viewpoint? Somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see what we get to see from here. Very much a hitbox issue. Yeah, it's been kind of a thing for a while. Seems to be a lot of trains in Louisiana. You're still in California. Hey, play the game at your pace and have fun with it. It's all that matters. All right, Cindy, let's get back to work. Oh, we got check in. Should I say there? I hope there's something coming. Let's see, there's my trailer, and I need to hitch up on this side. Every time I stop at the Dow factory, I think of Homer Simpson. Because there's other ways you could probably pronounce Dow. I mean, not really dough, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Simpsons, there's something I have not watched in ages, but loved it years ago when it came out. Yeah, every time I come here, I just see Homer Simpson going, Dow! I know he goes dough, but this is Dow. Never mind, I'll drop it. This guy's got multiple jobs. Now he's over here. Ah, sounds like, Bob, you got your wheel fixed. That's good to hear. Let's see, I gotta go to the left. Not going to be many jobs, say, where I'm going to be able to get on the interstate and just cruise for a while. Is there a mod that you can actually get to manually connect the trailers? Not that I'm aware of. So I think we're going to buy the garage in Nolens. Because I would assume that's a city where drivers can get a lot of different opportunities for different type of loads. So this delivery here should count as 2 cities towards a cruise in Louisiana event. Again, you got until February 8th to get your personal goals done. Pretty sure the community will be done by the end of the month. Other players don't have passengers. How did I get one? She's my bookkeeper. She's in charge of all the other drivers, keeping track of their logs, keeping track of mine. But no, in all seriously, Cindy is part of a mod. The Sisal mod, S-I-S, I think it's S-I-S-L. It allows you to put more stuff inside of your truck. I mean, there's a lot of things you can put in the passenger seat. There's male and female models. You can put like magazines over there, a duffel bag, a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot of other things you can put in the truck as well for ornaments or eye candy, if you will. Like the Pepsi can down there, that's part of the Sisal pack. The one that I used to always have was Garfield and Odie. But I can't find that anymore in the mod pack, so I don't know if they took it out or why it's not there anymore. I used to have like it was either an Odie or Garfield bobblehead where our little compass is. Hello Lafayette, how you doing? Yeah, speed limit is 60, but I'm doing 65. 65 is not going to get me a ticket. 67 would. 66 would not. Although, well, very marginal in 66. At some point today, we will find ourselves taking a barge across rivers. I would hope. We'll find one somewhere. I don't think we're going to be going actually into New Orleans to drive through the city to hear like jazz music, or I wonder if they'll have Bourbon Street. I'm probably going to guess they'll have something similar to Bourbon Street, but I don't think it's going to be the way Bourbon Street is like in real life. Because that would be probably a little bit too much for the game. Just trying to have a look around as we go on through the state of Louisiana. Can I move over? I can. New Orleans. We'll stay in these lanes, I guess. Alright, when I get to about 30 miles from my destination and I'm on the interstate, I usually try to stay in the right-hand lane for the exits. So we'll get around this cement truck and move over. Guess we'll follow the tanker in front of us. Might be going to the same spot. I'm using track IR to move my head, not keyboard or mouse. I don't have enough hands to be able to do all that. One hand is always on the wheel, one hand's always on the shifter. Imagine driving a real-life semi down Bourbon Street. Well, I guess all depends on what you're hauling. Little pig, let me in. Oh, security check here? A lot of security down Louisiana. Hello, Crystal. Welcome. Where are we going with this? Looks like it's going to be right in this one of these bays here. Is that just like a drive-through bay? It is, actually. Oh, technically, I guess I was in the parking zone there. Well, we're going to get it. Alright, this will count as 2 of my cities done for Louisiana. Hello, train conductor. I guess that's what you're going by. Welcome. New subscriber. Well, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy what you are seeing today. So, yep, 3 out of 10. Looking good. You use the automatic gearbox, so my spare hand is on my keyboard. Yeah, I've been using track IR well, ever since ATS came out, so for the past 10 years. A couple times when track IR has failed and I got to use the mouse, it, boy, it just throws me off completely. Completely. We do have, wait, where's my money? 157,000. Services, garage purchases, and that's where the New Orleans one is? Or Baton Rouge. Let me look at the map, actually. Let's have a look at the map, a close detail of the map, to see how many... Can we see how many Baton Rouge has, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? And New Orleans has... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Maybe we'll buy the Baton Rouge one. I think the Baton Rouge one is a little bit better located. 150,000? Yes, please. We just bought the Baton Rouge garage, a small garage. Now he's got to save up for a truck. So I do have two small garages. Is it Billings, Montana? Is that the other one? Yeah, it's the Billings, Montana one. That's the last garage I bought. But we're trying to buy... my new goal for this series now is to have a garage, at least one garage in every state. And I'm trying to buy them in the states as they come out. I think I started doing that in Arkansas. So that's why we got Missouri, Iowa, and now Louisiana. And of course we got other ones as well. So I got a few states to catch up on, but we're filling up our garages as we go. So now we got 3 slots open. Alright, so now we got to get ourselves a job. It started snowing there. Yeah, we got, well, where I am, we got about 7 or 8 inches of snow a couple days ago. And today we're getting snow squalls moving on through. Well, New Orleans to, well, that city, nope, can't do that because we've already done that. Well, we could do it, but it won't count. Alexandria, where is that? That's 183 miles. What do we got down here? Port? I think that's going to be a little bit too close. Let me do a search here. Nope, nothing going to the port. And I'm sure Huma? There are a couple going to Huma. Is that 95 miles? 95 miles. Okay, so that won't count. I'm sure Baton Rouge is too close. 94 miles. 96 miles. 92 miles. So all these cities here are too close. So there was one to, what was it, Alexandria? That's 183. So we kind of got to go back the way we came. Is Lafayette, because we're going right through Lafayette. Is that going to be... Oh, LAF. Is that 100 miles? It is. Am I at Dow? I might be at Dow right now. I'm not at Tyson. But we'll take this one right here. Yeah, we'll take that one. There it is, right in front of us. Like a glove. Getting a tad bit low on the fuel. But I was talking earlier, Crystal, because you said it's snowing there, about weather. And up here in the northeast of the U.S., it's supposed to get to -5 Fahrenheit tonight. So kind of like the first little bit of cold chill, if you will, of the year. So really, I'm already 30% done of getting my personal goals all set. As we zip around here today. And I got 2 months to do the rest. So kind of going back the same way we came, but it's the way it's going to be for a little bit. I think I'm going to stay in this lane right here. Because it looks like we'll have a left-hand turn coming up. And, well, it's going to start raining here. Don't think it's actually rained on me in quite a while. Yeah, so it does seem like these cities are kind of close to one another, so it's going to be kind of hard to get those 100-mile deliveries in. You know, try to get them while you're near them, because we're just too close. As we just saw, a lot of the cities when I was in New Orleans, if I was more in the middle of the city, that would have been over 100 miles to the other ones, but we were more on the west side of New Orleans, so that wasn't going to work. Wait, is that all the rain we're going to get? Just a slight rain shower? No, it's still raining, but I don't see any drops on the windshield. Oh, was I kind of underneath a bridge there? This load can't weigh too much, 17,000. Let's see, when I get there, I'm going to Pointer Smith. Well, I can't really think of what kind of a location that is. But seeing that as scaffolding, maybe like a construction area or something to that nature. So I did bring our bank account down to 11 grand, but it's all good. We're almost getting to the point where I'll sleep through the night, and depending on how our drivers do, could wake up with like 50 grand in the bank account or something of that nature. Somewhere in there. Need the mod that converts the fake names to the real names. There's a lot of different type of mods out there, but I would assume the link to that mod that I use is in the description below. Most of the mods I use should be in the description below. But I haven't been through them in such a long time because I usually just copy and paste. So I don't know if some of the mods... I think someone did say like one of the engine packs I have written down or in the description are no longer there. But I keep them there because you never know when the workshop is going to get updated to the newer version. There are a lot of different mods for like real company names out there. A little bit of rain never hurt anyone. And we kind of like clean our truck a little bit too. No, there's actually a lot of different camera angles that you can do in Truck Sim. It's kind of weird, I know. In Farm Sim, I do basically everything third person. In ATS, or like when I do racing on here, I like doing first person. I cannot really drive too well in third person. It's like a whole new different world when I drive in third person. But you got that view there. Well, you got an overview there. You kind of got like a rooftop kind of a view you can do. Oh, that view does not help. You got like a bumper view that you could do. And you also can't see your GPS. Well, you can. You can always put a GPS corner screen up if you want. So 6 miles, we get to Lafayette City off our checklist. That mirror is like in the perfect spot to block me from seeing traffic. Kind of open from here. Maybe we'll go back to the cities just south of New Orleans. Because I think that's where we're probably going to run into the barges that will get us across some rivers. I mean, I could just look at the mini-map and it'll probably maybe show me where some of them are. Alright, where am I dropping this off at? Oh, I think I see it. It's on the other side of the trailer over there. Didn't really get a good angle at backing this one up, but we'll get it in there. All right, technically that's in, but I want to square it up a little bit more than that. There we go. Oh, probably should turn off the wipers as well. All right, 4 out of 10. Let's see where we're going next. All right, Bakersfield. Every time I see that, I just picture Tom Hanks in Castaway. Bakersfield. Let's see here. Lafayette, that's where we're at. Baton Rouge. Have not been to Baton Rouge, but that's only 57 miles. We've been to Lake Charles. Shreveport is almost 200 miles. I would like to go. All right, let's do the search again. All right, we got one going there. Is that 100 miles? Ooh, that's not even. It's a short distance. It's not really in the city. That's only 61 miles. All right, how about Port? Port what? Port 4. Well, nothing going to Port 4 either. We'll give it a good refresh. All right, nothing going there. It's HOUM. All right, so now we got 3 more. 90 miles. All right, that's not going to do it. 63, 61. All right, so going down here is not going to be too possible. How about Monroe? I mean, Shreveport's not too bad. We can knock that off the list, I suppose. Where that one might be gone by now, though. Where's that one? Oh, it's only 84 miles. I'm like, I haven't been there, but that's only 84 miles. Again, I could just deliver to there and then go like from here back to there, but that's the one that we saw, only 90 miles. $80 miles to that Baton Rouge one. All right, guess we're going to Shreveport. We'll take this one. Bakersfield is where you're at. Is Tom Hanks there? Standing next to a porta potty? Would it be easier to set route length? Why would I do something easy? I don't do anything easy. When I pick up the load, we'll see what time it says I'm going to get to Shreveport. If it's after 9, then we may just skip to the night. But hello, Farmer G. Hope you've been well and having a good Thursday so far. typical city. Gotta go 6 miles. It's gonna take me 18 minutes to get there. Luckily, it's only 18 minutes to game time, which is pretty darn quick. Well, I'm not red in the fuel yet, so we'll just keep on going since our journeys are rather short. Although, maybe after I pick up the trailer, we can swing in there and top off. That way we're on the same side of the road. Doesn't feel like my driver's really completing their loads too fast today, so I'm kind of hoping next time we sleep through the night, we'll get a lot of deliveries completed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you stopping way back here for, dude? Was that a brake check? Why you give me a warning? Warning on what? As far as I know, there's nothing around me. Unless it's a car straight behind me, but that would not make too much sense. Another security checkpoint. And my trailer is... I guess on the other side of the building. Oh, not a drive around building. If they ever put traffic inside the cargo areas, it's going to be a big surprise to me someday, because I just drive around these cargo areas. The depots, like, you know, I don't expect to have any moving traffic. Alright, what are we hauling here? 44,000 pounds of rice. Sounds about right. And rice. Still not a crop I have yet to do in FS25. Alright, says we're going to get there at 9:30, and since I don't want to be dry. It should be like dark at 9. So we're just going to put this in park for a second, and we're going to go ahead and go to 6 a.m. So it should be Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. here in just a second. There we go, 6 a.m. We're up to 39,000, and it is raining in the morning. Lovely. So I probably need like 160 to 180,000 to buy ourselves some decent trucks for our Baton Rouge garage. And we'll buy whatever trucks which are local to the area. Why? Why? AI traffic? But if that's what you're going to do, so yes, we've already knocked off 4 of the 10 cities here in Louisiana, headed to our 5th, even though we've already driven through Shreveport. Just, we didn't take any deliveries or deliver to there, we just drove through it. Although I've already discovered it on the coast-to-coast map, so that's why when we drove through, we didn't say you discovered it. You guys got a green light. Why did they stop? Okay. Sometimes it's best not to ask questions. So since we're kind of going by a fuel depot, let's jump in here. We'll top off with some diesel. There's those famous truck washes where I'm guessing someday our trucks will get dirty and we'll be able to use them. I tried using one a long time ago and I could not get my truck to go through there, where some people said that they could get their truck to go through. I just don't want to get in there and get stuck. Okay, my driver's got a seatbelt on. Cindy, do you have your seatbelt on? Does not look like it. Probably not supposed to turn around right away and go right back out where I came in, but I'm going to. Wait a minute, where? Oh wait, I don't think I can go out that way. No, they put a gate there. All right, we'll just go around this way. Didn't know any better. You'd think I was a Swift driver. Hope there's no Swift drivers in chat. If there are, it's not an attack on you, it's an attack on the company a little bit in general. So we should be in Shreveport somewhere around 10 a.m. Then we'll try to find a load going to a city we haven't been to. So it's like I'm getting right back off of this road. But not this exit. Alright, climb up to the gears. What is going on up here? Is this like a detour or is that just... Oh, it's a tow truck. Sometimes that horn sounds a little sick. You used to work for Swift Transportation? Well, they still may have a good reputation over there, but... No, come on, wipers. I want you off. There we go. Yeah, but here in the States, when I'm on the road in real life and I see a Swift truck, I try to give them a good radius. I think I tried this in the last couple of states. I don't think we are able to see how the community is doing overall in the cruising event. I mean, it just started a couple hours ago. But it would be kind of interesting to see how many miles the community has done. But I don't think it's going to show me while I'm in-game. I'd have to refresh my World of Truck profile, which I think I got on the screen over there. Yeah, I am, well, I was logged in. Well, I don't need to be logged in to check that, though, do I? The only issue I see with the cruising events moving forward is if they keep the goal at the same pace, I think it's going to be harder and harder to do, because as we move eastward and northward, depending on how you want to look at it, if people have not bought in the previous DLCs, they're unable to really get to Louisiana, per se, so they can't help out on the cruising events. So I think we're just going to get less and less people doing the cruising events, just because people are not keeping up with all the DLCs that have come out recently. I think it'd be kind of good if SCS had like bulk state purchases or DLCs. So like if you're a newcomer to ATS, and this can be true in Euro Truck Sim as well. So like the base game should have California, Nevada, Arizona. Maybe they can make a package like the Pacific Northwest, where it's Washington, Oregon, and maybe Idaho. So 3 states into one for a good price, because those states have been out for like 7 or 8 years. But the same thought process now, with the game coming to console in the next year, they might wait another year before they do something like I just mentioned, because people on console are going to probably buy as much as they can or are able to. Better move over for the copper. Mileage is at 850,000 already. It's been only a couple of hours, and we're approaching 1 million miles already. I've done almost 1,000, I would say. We're getting close to about 1,000 miles, I would assume. Again, for personal goals, you don't need to do the miles. You need to deliver to or from every city. The community goal is what the miles are helping out. But again, we got until the 8th of February to get this all done. But from what I'm seeing, you can probably get your personal goals done in like 5 or 6 hours of driving. Wait, are you going to gain speed now? You are. Typical. Again, if you're new to ATS or even Eurotruck, when you do an external contract, even though the speed limit may say 75 for this interstate, external contracts restrict you to 65 miles an hour. Organic. Organic what? You just can't have a sign on your truck that says organic. Well, we're almost in Shreveport. Cargill's where I'm going. Cargill. They're getting a whole bunch of rice. They're getting 44,500 pounds of rice. Well, that weight also includes a trailer, I would assume. So maybe 40,000 pounds of rice. So a right, a left, and a left. And another left. It seems like the more we get into more other states, it seems like every business now has a security gate out front. Oh. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. Park and brake, turn off the engine and decouple. You're probably going to buy both games. Could maybe afford one DLC too, but I could also wait for sales on DLCs to buy more over time. I don't know what SCS plans are going to be when the game gets released on consoles. Maybe you'll get some deals on the states that have been out for ages. I don't know. ETS starts with numerous countries. When I first started playing ETS when it came out, I think it was only Poland, right? When ETS came out, it was Poland first, then Germany? I think that's the way it was. You're born and raised in Shreveport, and this looks perfect. As I've said many times before, when they do states, SES actually sends about a team out to the states. They drive around, kind of like Google Maps does, and they take photos and pictures, and they put it into the game as much as they can. Just to continue, so we are at 5 out of 10. So yeah, we kind of know the ones that we got to do. So let's see what we can find. And as Farmer G stated earlier, I should be doing it from distance. That's the wrong one. So nothing to Shreveport, Texarkana. That's where we started our day. We've been to that city. Lake Charles we've been to. There's one to Huma. I think it'd be easier if I just typed in Monroe. Okay, so nothing going to Monroe. Okay, so we've been there, Alex. Is there one going to Alex? Probably not. D. Ryder. Is there one going to D. Ryder? Is D. Ryder? Oh, D. Ryder is one word. Nothing going to D. Ryder. We've been to Lake Charles. We've been to Lafayette. All right. Is there one going to the port? Hey, there's one going to the port. We'll take that one. We'll take a little bit of a drive. That's a 340-mile drive. We'll go do that one. The base game of ATS starts with California and Nevada. Arizona release as a free downloadable content. Oh yeah, technically that's true, but when they announced it, they said Arizona. That's why Arizona was a free DLC. It was supposed to be part of the base game when it came out, but it wasn't ready. Your truck initially starts with a selection of cities across 12 countries. So, yeah, but when I just remember when Euro Truck started, so I don't know what they give you now at the base game, but the base game was just Poland when it came out back in 2011. Anyways, I gotta take Cindy. We gotta go pick up whatever it is we're picking up. Yeah, the states are, if you're unfamiliar with the states, I mean, the states are kind of large in some sense. I mean, California, Nevada, Arizona is a pretty good starting point. And especially early on, you're not going to be able to take long drives anyways because you don't have enough skill points to take longer trips. Appreciate y'all stopping on in today, watch me drive around Louisiana. The new DLC for American Truck Simulator. It was, I think, $11.99 US dollars. I think John said it was £9.99 on Steam. And also, as I mentioned earlier, I've been watching my streams the past week. The game Wild Roots that we've been showcasing a little bit. That game, I believe, got released on Steam at the same time as Louisiana DLC came out. And they're offering like 15% off, I think. And you can get the Wild Roots game for like $15 US dollars. You can't get jobs more than 250 miles. You really haven't played ATS that much, have you, Bob? Yeah, the first thing I do in ATS, or would do in ATS, is put a couple skill points into long distance driving, and then start adding at least 1 point of each into the different types of cargo. Fragile, fragile, high value cargo. Get a couple 1 point of each of those, so at least offers you those type of trailers. I mean, the same can be said for Euro Truck. Am I going past a photo opportunity here, or am I supposed to be taking a picture of a building? I think I'm supposed to be taking a picture of a building. You can see it on the GPS there. Is it the park? Hang on a second. Is it the park I'm supposed to be taking a picture of? Let's see what it is here. Oh, this is interesting. I can't move. Why can't I move the camera? Wait, I can rotate it. Am I stuck on a guardrail? I think my character is stuck on a guardrail. Oops. Hang on a second. If I move a little bit more over here and then do this. Ah, there we go. I think my camera position got stuck in the guardrail. So here's a photo opportunity of the Shreveport Pillar and Towers. I mean, it's not a fancy picture, but I want to get it cataloged anyways. And I kind of need to get in that left lane. I thought some of the traffic was going to turn left. I think that cop behind me is going to let me in. Downtown Festival Plaza. What am I picking up at Shreveport? I have no idea. I'm just looking at destinations to go to knock off my goals. I have no idea what I'm picking up. We'll find out when I get there. I just delivered rice to Shreveport. It's only 25 through here. Couple of yields, just making sure no traffic was coming. I definitely don't want to miss this corner here because of all these one-way streets. So I think I'm going to a construction zone. And there's our trailer. Tandem trailer. I did not hit that truck. That was not me. I was nowhere near it. Console desperately needs a good trucking game. Got ATS, ETS, Road Kings, and Trucking Australia's truck sims, so looking good. Yeah, there was another. I don't know if it came out on console, but Alaskan Road Truckers. I have no idea what's going on with that game. I was kind of hoping that game was going to do, you know, had more potential than what it last time I played it. But we are hauling concrete barriers, 20,000 pounds worth. All right, back through downtown, I guess. I think my butt end might be out in the middle of the intersection. Sorry. Here, I could help you out. Let me get out of the intersection. You got Alaskan Road Truckers, still not as terrible. It's not as terrible as it used to be, but still not good. I kind of hid that game on Steam. I uninstalled it and hid it, so I don't know if they've had updates or not. But on PC, yeah, the frame rate in some areas and the stutteriness of it. When they did a full release of it, I was like, okay, full release, it's going to be, they took care of those problems, and the problems persisted, and I was thinking, you decided to go full release with the game stutters and the frame rate problems and all that? Hope I don't need to take an exit anytime soon. So, kind of our first decent-sized trip of the day. But I'm getting to that point of where I've checkmarked this city, that city, and the other one. But still, 330-mile trip is not that far. So what's this weight? Oh, 20,000 pounds. That's not that heavy of a load. I consider 35,000 to be about the average. Once we start getting over that, then it's kind of considered heavy load. Anything under that, I consider a light load. So I wonder, by going down to the port in the southeast of Louisiana, are we actually going to run into rivers where I got to take a barge? And speaking of barge, looks like there's something going on right here. I'm guessing there was an accident there. Someone ran into someone and AI traffic backed up. So yeah, we are crisscrossing the state quite a bit, but it seems like I'm taking the same roads pretty much. I could have went to GPS and maybe switched up what roads I'm taking. But then the rides will be a lot longer. And when your job is to get from point A to point B as quick as you can so you can get paid, we're not out here, well, I should be out here sightseeing. But as a trucker, you're just trying to get from point A to point B as quick as possible. I'll have to read in Discord about farming supermarket sim. I don't think we've seen an update on that. At least I don't remember there's been any update on that game recently. Going back to June. I kind of feel like maybe that game is been put on hold, or maybe they're done with it in general. I don't know. Okay, I was catching that car, and then I went to go around to pass them, and now they picked up speed, so we'll get back over here. Covered a good amount of roads in this area, haven't we? So we have accomplished buying our garage for Louisiana. Now we just got to build up the money to start putting some trucks in there. From what he read, that farming supermarket sim is dead. Kind of a shame, but I guess the good thing is we got a lot of games out there that we can play, and more new games coming out in the future. Like I was said earlier, someone's got ATS and Euro Truck on their games coming out for them in 2026. I got a half dozen games I'm looking forward to. A couple of them I got question marks to see if they'll come out or not, so... And like always, every once in a while I get emails about a game. I'm like, never heard this game. And it's the developer saying, you want to give it a try? And I have a lot of fun with it. Like Wild Roots. I didn't even know about Wild Roots, and that came across me about 10 days ago. I'm like, concept seems kind of interesting, and I had been having a lot of fun playing that one. Of course, I ran into some problems, but that's what you get as a game tester and early access kind of a thing. But at least it wasn't nothing that was like complete game stopping, to where like a game crashes or it locks up and you can't, you know, there's no sense of playing the game because your save file gets corrupted. And I've played games like that before as early access. Play Space Engineers on Xbox. So I think the next game that's coming out that I gave a try, I kind of look forward to playing a little bit, is that Hillshade Farm. I did the demo about a month and a half ago. Something like that. It's supposed to come out in January. But the demo had problems. That's why they pushed the game back to January. But that game seemed rather interesting. The one thing that the market is really getting flooded on for simulators is the supermarket kind of simulators. And all they're really doing is they're changing what they're selling. It's like golf shop simulator, baseball shop simulator, ammo or firearms simulator. It's like, here's another, okay, but now you're selling this product, not those products. I'm like, yeah, I'm selling different products, but it's the same game at this point. But if you have fun playing those type of games, that's, as I always say, that's the point of playing them. You really like Farming Supermarket Sim? You sure did, because you deleted your whole profile to see if it got more customers, and it got you the same amount. So, but I get it. You had to test it to find out to see if it solved the issue or got you more customers. Oh yeah, and there was an update to Roadcraft the other day, and I haven't been into Roadcraft to see if that fixed my problem in Roadcraft, where I had some jobs that weren't popping up. I'm nervous about Roadcraft when they come out with another DLC, which they will at some point, I'm sure, because it is Saber Interactive after all. If I need to complete the main quest line on those two maps, I'm kind of screwed. So first time we've been through here, you can see some of the roads turning yellow as we go through. So I have not been down this road yet. $142 miles down to Port 4, what is it? Port Fortune? Probably mispronouncing that terribly. Well, by March 2026, if they don't fix the problem for the 2 DLC maps, because if I gotta start over on those maps, that's gonna suck. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had fun doing it once. The problem I would have is I don't have the time to do it again. Did a truck just disappear in front of me, or... I think an AI traffic truck just disappeared right before my eyes. Oh, looks like there's an accident here. I'm not going to be able to pass this truck. Because he's going to be able to do 70 miles an hour and I'm going to be restricted to 65. But I don't want to lose my momentum either. We'll squeeze between this 18-wheeler and that dump truck behind us. The one thing about streaming ATS, it gets kind of hard to always look over and try to read chat while you're driving. I can get away with it in Farm Sim and other type of games, but especially a couple weeks ago when I streamed Project Motor Racing, I didn't read chat at all. Hello DJ, welcome. New subscriber starting your realistic economy series videos. You got many more. This would be like episode 321. And most videos, recorded videos, are like 40 minutes to like an hour long. Peaceful watching the game. Yeah, this is a... When I got Euro Truck back in 2011, it's either 2011 or 2012, I did not see the attraction of the game. I was like, well, I'll give it a go. And it didn't take me long to realize how relaxing of a game it can be to drive a truck around. In real life, it's probably a pain in the you-know-what. But as a simulator... it is relaxing. So we got 43 miles to go. The question is, am I gonna be able to take a barge or something? And I just remembered, I'm hauling a tandem trailer. I was driving on the interstate not even thinking about that I had a tandem trailer. I was kind of merging in traffic in places I probably shouldn't have been doing. You're halfway through video 2. Alright, so just another 300 and some odd videos to go for you. I gotta cut it wide here because of the tandem trailer. Toll fee. Yeah, I remember when I started ETS2, it was just Poland. I have no idea what version that was when I started, but it was like 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. Oh, it's only 45 on this road. Gotcha. You're getting fiber optic internet? You're going to love fiber optic internet. I got mine just a little over a year ago, and that's when I was finally able to start streaming. I was actually shocked when they installed fiber optic where I live because, well, for you newcomers here, I live out in the flippin' sticks. There's only 4 other houses around me, and we gotta travel on a dirt road. I live on a dead-end road. There's only 4 other houses somewhat around me, and we gotta travel a mile down a dirt road just to kind of get back into somewhat civilization. So to get fiber optic up on my house, someone put in a wrong order somewhere. But I'm not gonna argue, we got it now. It allows me to stream in 4K, which is kind of nice too. So I guess we're not taking no barge down here either. So a tandem trailer, I'm not going to have to back this in. I hope not. Actually got to turn here. And Cindy, where? Oh, Cindy found it. It's over there. There we go. Park and brake, turn off the engine, and decouple. Ooh, almost level 54. Almost level 54. I have done 6 out of 10 cities, which is not too bad. Monroe, Huma is right next to us, and all these, well, in a way, they're kind of all next to one another. If we look at the world map. So we got to do Huma. What we might do is, if I can get a load from Port Fortune, however it's pronounced, I have no idea. Maybe just try to get a load to Huma, and then we can take a load from Huma to maybe Baton Rouge. So it's Huma, Baton Rouge, D. Ryder, and Monroe. Those are the 4 I got delivered to and from. And they got to be at least 100 miles. So this from here to Huma is not going to be 100 miles. But if I do a delivery to here, Baton Rouge, probably not 100 miles. But if I get one to D. Ryder and go from Huma to D. Ryder, that would be 2 cities knocked off in one trip. That would be the way to do that. So in Baton Rouge, is there a truck dealer? Oh, there's a Western Star dealership in Baton Rouge, it looks like. But I have not discovered it. Right? Truck dealers. Okay, man, we can see in the map I haven't discovered it. So I guess if I were to buy a truck for our garage, I'd have to get one from Longview. So that means it'd be an international. To me, it doesn't care. We just buy a truck for our drivers. But I need a little bit more cash than 44,000. And the company, on average, this will change quite a bit, but the company is now earning almost $500,000 a week compared to what we were. I know some of you are. I think someone said they're in episode 19 or something. Someone else in episode 2. Yeah, the early days were rough with the realistic economy, but we got a lot of drivers on the road now, leveled up. So we're earning almost $500,000 a week, which is pretty good. Again, Louisiana got dropped today for American Truck Sim. The Cruise in Louisiana event delivered to or from all 10 cities, and the deliveries have to be 100 miles on external contracts for them to count. Community goal is 125 million miles, and when John checked about an hour ago, I think we were somewhere around 850,000 miles already done in the first couple of hours. And this goes through the beginning of February. So we got 2 months, so no need to rush it. I think if you were... I've been streaming just under 3 hours, and I got 6 cities done. And I'm kind of just, well, pun intended, just cruising around, not really trying to knock them off too fast, but we're getting from point A to point B, basically. Also on the map, I just remembered, is there a way to see where the barges are? Okay, so it looks like there's one here. There's a little bit of a port. You can see this right here. Is there another one somewhere? Okay, there's another one over here as well. The way they were kind of showing it around, I thought there was going to be like a whole bunch of them around here, but maybe just those 2. So I would have to deliver to Newmont, and that could be in either city. No, that could be in Lafayette, or that could be in Huma. This one is going to be tied to Lake Charles. If I can get one to Newmont, well, I've been to Lake Charles. I'm trying to knock off the cities first, but yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I was going to say, wait, we went to we went through Baton Rouge, but I didn't deliver to there. We delivered here, which was actually Nolens. Is there... I'm just looking at the map. Is there a Bourbon Street? Boy, this looks like a cluster to drive through. Maybe here or there? Maybe Bourbon Street's kind of in this general area. I've never been to New Orleans myself, so I don't know. But seeing that they got a video reel to look through and also a scenic spot to take a picture of, maybe Bourbon Street is in that general area. But yeah, Louisiana DLC came out today. $11.99 US dollars, or $9.99 pounds, or check the market that you're in, and you can get Louisiana. And this is everywhere else that we been to. Getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but the next state to come out should be South Dakota. I think South Dakota was named after Louisiana. It's either South Dakota or Illinois, and then after that it's going to be kind of weird, but it's going to be British Columbia up here. We're going to be venturing ourselves into Canada at some point, but that'll be next year, of course. I mean, all the maps will be next year, I would assume. So, yeah, we've been cruising around Louisiana today, but I think getting 6 cities done today is not too bad, and that's where I'm probably going to call the stream for today. Tomorrow, I think I'll be streaming back into Farm Sim 25. In case you didn't know, when did I last stream Farm Sim 25? Like on Monday, maybe it was? But Farm Sim 25 had some free content come out a couple days ago. And also the new patch is out as well. But I think tomorrow we'll be back on Farm Sim 25 for Kingley. As for ATS, maybe I'll stream it again on Saturday. I'll have to see. But I usually have an episode out on Sunday, but maybe I'll stream it on Saturday. That way I want to record an episode for Sunday. But yeah, maybe we'll dive right back into where we're at here and try to knock off the last 4 cities on Saturday. I'll have to check my schedule to see what it is. But I appreciate everyone coming in here for some... Actually, let me put you on this camera. That way, every time I move my head, you won't get motion sickness, maybe. I appreciate everyone stopping in here today for some driving around ATS on Louisiana style. And let's see. Had a video of Shamburgo that went out yesterday for Farm Sim 25 in case you missed that. And that is all I got to say on future streams or videos. So again, appreciate everyone being here. Again, I'll be streaming tomorrow Farm Sim 25 on Kingley. And maybe be back here on Saturday in ATS, and we'll knock off the next 4 cities. And hopefully by then the coast-to-coast map will have been updated, so I can reactivate that. And maybe after I get done with Louisiana, we may get on the coast-to-coast map. We'll see. Yeah, that's going to do it today. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a good Friday, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. But until then, have a good one.